Good afternoon. It's Thursday, July 15th. I'm back in the reading nook on what has turned out to be a warm and sunny afternoon with a small pile of parcels which I've been working my way through today, and of course a nice hot cup of tea. Now this is a parcel I have already opened and I'll give you clues to who it's from. So the Midderlands, an old school Renaissance setting. Am I excited? Yes, of course I'm excited. So as it says, why not tell your friends on social media about your new stuff? Maybe do an unboxing video, write a review, or post some cool photos. This is from Monkey Blood Design, and I have it contains 2 issues of the Midderzine, which is the fanzine devoted to the Midderlands, created by Glenn Steele, which I contribute in terms of editing and small humorous embellishments. So in the previous issue, number 6, about the I added the concept of cheese magic, and I have no idea what Glenn is going to do with the concept of cheese magic. Anyway, issue number 6 is all about the lost world, as evidenced by this map. And essentially there's a gazetteer of elements and description of the world in general if you wanted to take your campaign out of the Havenlands and into the wide lost world. But next issue is issue 7, which comes with a nice wraparound cover, sort of nice application. Inside the front cover we've got an interesting map stitched together from skin and a strange metal artifact or booklet of some kind on the inside back cover. Open up the issue, and again there's the element of green running through, obviously with the cover, but also if you have a look at the typography, all the important elements are marked in green. Green is an important element in the setting because it oozes up from the ground below where there are Gloomian caves and mines. Now, once you get past the introduction, we have Meet the Midlander. And this is a section here where Glenn interviews somebody involved with the setting of the Midlands, a creator or contributor of some kind, and this time it's Pete Day, who wrote the Wayward Sons adventure, which is can be found in the Adventures in Great London supplement. Great London is detailed in the supplement of the same name, and it's the 3rd part of the Midderlands trilogy of books and describes the capital. So that's a short interview with Peter Day before we go on to the Haven Gazette. Haven Gazette is basically reporting rumours and news from across the Midderlands, and it's basically things that you can take, what the referee can take and turn into full adventures based on just those adventure hooks. We have a look at Drakekin, or OSR Dragonborn, as a character class. And this gives you details of basically they come in several colours, so red, blue, green, black, white and gold, as you would expect with classic dragon colours. But to this, Glenn adds gloomium, which is the strange mineral found underground and uses the green from below, and that's where you will find a gloomium Drakekin. And brilliant! You've now got me doing a review with the ice cream van in the background. I thought they'd already been around. So here we go. Nice piece of artwork done by Glenn, and then essentially a list of the classes that are available by colour. And we have further notes on their ancestry. So they get a saving throw bonus type, and then a precious metal they desire. And we'll go on to what certain characters look for, and of course there go the dogs and new NPCs. So we have Zell, the Crimson Sorceress, and Max Laxian, the Darkmoor, a magic user and fighter respectively, for NPCs, which you as a GM can add to your game as to encounter. And then we've got Basil Juz, the Sneaking Blade, a thief. So this is followed by new oddities like the Drakekin Tattoos of Defence. They can add on this their skin and Draken Snout clasp, piece of jewellery they can wear for benefits. So for example, basically a piece of jewellery that fits over the Draken's snout with small wings that fold under its upper jaw to keep it in place. And it allows a Draken or other creature that fits to belch forth a breath weapon twice by day. So it's not inherent. Draken don't inherently have a breath weapon, but if they have this, they can. And then we have a Dagger of Drake Bone, which can cast Locate Object, and it's a +1 weapon. And we get onto location, Upper Witchbrae, which is a location in Lincolnshire. So here we go. So description, location on the general map, and then an actual individual map of the town itself. And Glyn is a fantastic. I have to say, Glyn is a fantastic cartographer. I really love his cartography. And all of the towns across the Midderlands that have been detailed have maps like this, as detailed as this. And he's done a very similar thing with Great London for the Great London Sourcebook. So we'll do a further description of the locations within the town. So essentially you've got a location which you can take your campaign to. We have essentially we've got elements in here. I'm going to do a bit of advertising essentially. One of the things I do is I add book titles, for example, such as Unsold Copies of Dinner on the Wold, Lincolnshire Hotspots can be found everywhere throughout the county. Hillwater Inn is listed as number 1, but the Bad Bird is yet to be paid. Reference to my friend Bud of Bard's RPG Reviews, and essentially that's a guide to eateries across the county, and it's just a bit of colour, fiction and humour, and there is more of that on the opposite page. So basically we've got book titles like My Life as a Droon Wife by Big G Norman, which are reference to Dolman Wood. Practical uses of Night Goblin Snout, unattributed. An Ode to What Is Owed, a book of love poetry by the hook-nosed wart goblin tax collector Grinkle, and of course L'Art de la Magique de Fromage by the Gourlandish archmage Fromager Majou, continuation of a joke from the previous issue. And it's fun putting in small details like that, and these are references to basically various people I know, and they're going to get a kick out of that. I know we have basically quite a lot of information here on the town, and then we get down to the essentially NPCs illustrated as well. Again, more of Glyn's art before we get to the last thing, which is slightly less shit scrolls. This is a table of, you need a D30 of scrolls that essentially scrolls found in the Swords and Wizardry complete rulebook can be generated as normal. The tables in these pages give additional information on their aesthetics and other special qualities the scroll might have. This does scroll materials, writing methods, special qualities, in addition to the usual scroll contents, and it's a way of basically embellishing your scrolls in the game. And there we go. And essentially it's a reference to sort of like the inside of the pages there, different types of scrolls. And this has just general colour to your game. There we go. Eventually could be added to, and it's not particular to to Midderlands, but it can be used in any fantasy role-playing game of your choice that has scrolls, for example. So that's Midderzine number 7 from Monkey Blood Design. It's basically all 7 issues should be still available, or you can get them on download, that sort of thing. Check out the website for Monkey Blood Design, or PDFs, of course, as well at the usual places. Well, thank you for watching another unboxing in Nook. If you've enjoyed this, please do click the subscribe button. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do take time to read those, and I do appreciate you taking the time to post them. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings in the Nook, then essentially click the subscribe button, and you'll get more of me in the Nook with a nice hot cup of tea, a parcel, and something interesting for me to unbox and chat about for about 10 minutes or so. So thanks again for watching. I'll be back again with another unboxing in the Nook very shortly. Bye for now.